So guys, today we are gonna look at the brand new Chapter 4 collection by Zara that consists out of 4 wood-centered perfumes. And guess what? I finally managed to get all of them! Yay! So make sure to keep on watching to find out my thoughts on them, but before I tell you more about that, I would like to ask those of you who are here for the first time to subscribe to my channel right now, and please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up because that definitely deserves what I went through to get all of them. And once you're done with that, we can get started! So hello and welcome everyone to today's long-awaited video that I've been announcing quite a few times, but I was missing one of these 4 fragrances that gave me hard times, so I couldn't film this video sooner for you, but here I am with the entire collection that I was really excited to spot in the Zara shop before it was even released online. And you know, I made a mistake that day because I decided not to spend all my money on 4 fragrances, just get 2 and come back the next day and get the rest. But guess what happened? Of course, one of the perfumes was sold out, so I decided to go to Frankfurt, check out if it is available over there, and guess what? The entire collection was sold out, so I decided to order it online and it arrived yesterday, so here I am sharing with you my thoughts on this Oud collection by Zara that comes in the bottle that look like this. And you might be already familiar with the previous chapters and I have reviews on them, so just in case you're interested in that, make sure to check out the description box. There you'll find all the helpful information. But fragrances in these bottles smell more like expensive perfumes. Some of them are really close to very popular niche ones and not necessarily like some other fragrances from Zara that sometimes don't smell like something high quality, but these are totally different. And when I saw that they are about the oud, I got even more excited. But some of them don't smell oudy at all, but we'll get into that. Let me begin with the most creative one that impressed me the most in the shop, and that is Endless Oud. By the way, I really like that every bottle has its color, and this one has some green nuance going on, which is interesting because when you spray it on, you can smell a bit of patchouli in there, and I've always associated with the green color. But actually, the opening is very fresh, almost citrusy, and these citruses are rather bitter. So there is something pithy going on in there, you know, like when you cut a very green citrus, so it's not ripe yet, and you get like this pithy, bitter element in there. I know there is bergamot with pink pepper in the top, but I smell almost like a bitter grapefruit in there. And also some vetiver, which is not necessarily the note that I enjoy very much, but in here it works for me just like patchouli does, and oud, which is on the animalic side, and I enjoy that in particular because I'm a big fan of slightly animalic fragrances, and this one has almost like a dirty nuance going on, which is very sexy to me, and I could not believe that I'm smelling it in the Zara shop. So the opening fresh, citrusy, later, you know, the patchouli, the vetiver, all these base notes that are pretty heavy, they make it smell slightly smoky, animalic, dirty, very interesting, not floral at all, although there is orange blossom and some floral notes listed. I don't get them, but let me know if you do. So I would say this is rather like a dark time of the day appropriate fragrance if you're going out. It will be great on a man, and I know that it is compared to a masculine perfume by Gucci that is called Guilty Absolute that I reviewed with Edwin, so make sure to check it out. The video is gonna be linked on the screen right now, but I would definitely agree that they are similar, but not similar with Orange Blossom that also got compared to it on Fragrantica. So it's rather like a beautiful, masculine, almost dirty, rooty, earthy, fresh type of the fragrance that is absolutely unisex, by the way, and it was one of the ones that I got that same day because I was really impressed with it. But let's move on to something completely different, not masculine, but rather very feminine, and I'm talking about the Hipster Wood that comes in the pinkish bottle, and that totally makes sense because when you spray it on and dip your nose in there, you are like, you know, in a very playful mood, like maybe at the 16th birthday of some very girlish girl. So we have blackcurrant in there, we have some fruity nuances in there. Of course, in the opening they are noticeable, but I remember in the shop I was overwhelmed with it. I thought it is cloying, I didn't like it, I didn't get it. There are red roses, I get more of them than orange blossom and lily of the valley that are also mentioned in the notes. Pink pepper with saffron might make it a little bit sharp, but I smell musk in here, and this specific kind of musk that I call hot musk, I don't like in perfumes. It smells just too much for me. It got compared to the perfume Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. That got compared to Delina, and I prefer Carolina, and I prefer this red high heel than those pink bottles. But nonetheless, I find that yes, it is in this fruity floral style, not woody at all. Please tell me if you've already smelled and get oud from here, because I don't. But I need to tell you that I changed my opinion about it because I decided to give it to my grandma, who was asking about a fragrance that maybe she can have from me, and she oversprayed this one, and you don't have to go heavy on it to get noticed with it, but she did, although she denies that and says she sprayed only once. Who believes that? But anyway, you guys, I was so attracted, you know, like to her fragrance. I complimented her and I decided to give it another try, and I absolutely love the dry down. It's a very strange perfume that is so cloying in the opening and wears amazingly. I think that a lot of ladies will understand it, and in case they shop at Zara and they decide to smell a fragrance at the checkout counter, they will be definitely attracted to this one. So it's something that you might have already smelled, but nonetheless it's beautiful. Unfortunately not woody enough for me, but still like powdery in the dry down, and I can get along with that pretty well. But let's move on to this fragrance that was sold out almost everywhere, and it is Perpetual Wood that comes in the yellowish bottle. And you guys, this is how a proper oud fragrance smells like, or should do, because if you love a solid rose patchouli oud fragrance, you will adore it, especially because it got compared to Oud Satin by Maison Francisco de Jong, and although I need to admit they are not exact dupes for one another, they are definitely from the same family of these rich, expensive smelling oud perfumes. This one is done so well, probably that's why it was sold out everywhere, for a good reason. It has a beautiful, very grounding, very sophisticated spice accord in the opening, which is not warm nor it is cool. It smells aromatic and makes it very enjoyable from the opening till the dry down. I would definitely recommend you this one in case you're looking for a very expensive smelling oud perfume that will be an affordable one. But let's end this video on a sweet note, and I'm talking about Bohemian Oud. That is definitely a gourmand take in this collection on the note of oud, but I need to be honest with you that the bottle I got doesn't smell like the one I smelled in the shop, because that one really shocked me by how smoky, spicy and sweet it was. It was like smelling the aroma from the bakery shop across the church, where, you know, like some priests are burning the incense very, very passionately. But when I came home and sprayed it on me, I got nothing but a huge chocolate vanilla candy, and I still enjoy that because, you know, gourmand perfumes are very pleasant and compliment getting, and wearing is just like eating a candy without hurting, you know, your health. But I don't get the dry spiciness from the Immortelle that I smelled in the shop. I don't get this incense smoke that is almost on the churchy side mixed with cacao pods. All I get is vanilla, and that's a little bit disappointing, I won't lie, although once again beautiful, not too woody though. So once again, if you're familiar with it, please let me know what do you think about it. I personally disagree with comparisons like by the Fireplace, which is from Maison Francisco de Jong. Ani doesn't smell like it by Nishane. Ani is totally different. Maybe that's the batch that I got that has like this very strong chocolatey vanilla vibe. I am reminded of Chocolate Gritty by Montal smelling it, or some Mancera fragrances. But let me know what do you think about this collection. I sincerely hope that you appreciated this video, and if so, I would definitely appreciate your thumbs up, which will help this video to get out there. there. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and just in case you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. So just let me know your thoughts down below, and in the description box you'll find more helpful information where you can follow me on my social media to stay in touch. You can activate the bell to stay updated about my new uploads, and if you want to support me even more, you can donate on Buy Me Coffee website, and I will definitely appreciate that. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other in the next one really soon. Bye guys.